So I'm going to talk about the time I was sectioned. I was sectioned because I came forward about abuse. They made out my mental health were going downhill. And out at blue, I got a knock on the door. Even though I worked with a mental health team, note was said by my mental health worker. No question of saying, I think your mental health's gone downhill. I think you need to go for an assessment. No offer of that. Just got a knock on the door. Social Services, Alex Owen. Leeds City Council, 2 people from Leeds City Council, doctors or something, and the police. No mental health team, no. My mental health worker didn't turn up. They just knocked on my door out of blue without me knowing. Obviously alarmed and put me at alarm. What you all doing here? I didn't even have a clue. I'm in here with my kids and other neighbours' kids. Obviously I got to the window. There's videos on my TikTok of that. And my YouTube. Obviously I filmed it all. They turned up at my door, refused to let him in. Spoke to him at window. They provided me with a warrant. With no signature, no officer's name, no date, no signature. Basically broke into my house, threw me to the floor in front of my children, put me in an ambulance and sent me to the Beckling Centre. As I were getting there in ambulance, a woman at ambulance goes, "Can I ask you a question, Miss Barnaby?" I went, "Yeah, love, what?" "Do you know who MP is?" And I looked at her and my mind went blank. I don't really care who fucking MP is. I don't watch telly. I don't take no notice at fear-mongering. So I just says, "What? I don't know, love." I just have to ask you that question. Why would you ask someone who's suffering with a mental health who the fucking Prime Minister is? But anyway, moving on. They put me in. It was orchestrated for them all to clearly put me in there. They put me in there. I've never been sectioned. I've never been to jail. I've been arrested. Dealt with police, as you can see on my videos a lot. Since I moved into this property. There's going to be another story about my neighbour on this property. And what I think my neighbour and my ex-partner have done to me. But anyway, not moving on. Goes in. Starts talking to women in... Well, before I started talking to women and settled down, I was telling the staff in the medical centre, this is an unsigned warrant. They've taken me with a warrant that's not valid. And you're liable. I want you to get your solicitor to prove that I'm here legally and the paperwork's fine. They completely refuse. I've got a video of her doing it. Won't get anyone to confirm the paperwork were correct and that they'd taken me. So obviously if the warrant wasn't signed to come in the premises to obtain me to come for an assessment at the Beckley Centre, then they've taken me against me will. So I would obviously arguing with a woman at the counter about it, telling her to prove it, blah, 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 waiting. And it got to about 12 o'clock and I thought, fuck it, where's my bed? You know what I mean? I wasn't getting nowhere. They weren't bringing anyone down. It was late at night. There's no one about. Obviously, it's night shift, you know what I mean? So I just thought, all right, I'll just go to bed. Where's my room? Went to bed. Come back in morning. Start again talking to people. Wow. First woman I spoke to and got to talk to her, we'll call her, I don't know what we're going to call her, but anyway, first woman. She'd been jabbed while she'd had vodka 6 times, put in solitary confinement and woke up, with a bloody tampon next to her. She only used tampon and a jam rag wiped with blood outside of her. So obviously this woman were clued up and awake. Rung the police, made a big scene over it. That's the first one. That's just one girl I met. Next girl I met, I looked at this woman who came out of her room and she had 2 black eyes. "Excuse me, love, how was that happening to you?" I don't know, love, I just woke up like this. You went to sleep and woke up with black eyes. Well, only reason why I knew why she woke up with black eyes is because the week before I watched a video on sodomy. The panda eye effect, if you know, you know. She had police come. I made a big scene over it and started carrying on with staff about what's happened to her. The staff looked straight through me as I'm carrying on and shut the door. So I went, oh yeah, I know what you are, you fucking Satanist. Yeah. Next day they released her and sent her home. Oh, I bet they did. She drunk police and stuff. I filmed her, it's on me videos. Girls were talking in lounge and started making fun of a patient. This patient was nicking people's dramas, pooing herself in her dramas and wiping it on herself, and they were making fun of her. I said, you know what that is? You know when someone shits herself and starts wiping it on herself? I try to detest abusers. So I befriended the girl that did that. Started talking to her and asking her, and they said that they've been doing stuff to her. Her bum's ripped. She's ripped and sore in her vagina. She can't hold her poo in. Fucking hell. Free people. Then there were a girl who went to get a medication, realised the man dispensing the medication had given her an extra tablet of sertraline, give her an extra 150ml, so giving her a 300 dose. She had a really sore bum and didn't know why she had a sore bum. But she realised they were over-medicating her. Why is he over-medicating her? The abuse happened on the night. I noticed that on a night shift. Agency staff, and not being racist, but there were a few black members of this agency staff that seemed to know each other and seemed to be up to something. I'm not racist at all, because there were lovely black ladies on day shift who I really got along with and talked to, you know, listened to me and stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm not a racist person, but there were a lot of witchcraft and voodoo what were happening. Women were getting raped on a night in their sleep. Women were pooing themselves a lot. It's dark, it's demonic. The day staff it were good on the day. You know, there was some very good staff. But they know what's going on. They must have an inkling. Because if I can walk into that institution because I'm mentally unwell, but start calling out all this abuse, this rape, all this shit. I writ out 30 complaints. Everything I saw, I writ out, signed it. I photocopied it, I put it in an envelope, I give it to management, I heard nothing back. But when I did hand them in 2 days later, they released me, thinking, yeah, get fucking rid of her. The police even filmed the first lady, who was in solitary with a tampon, and says, don't go to press about this. And filmed her and took a picture of her and intimidated her. And when we used to call staff out on their behaviour, when I went away for the weekend and got released for the weekend, she got accused of being racist and kicked out after she'd been raped and stuff. Injected multiple times. It is really bad in there. Really, really bad. It's disgusting, mate.